Okay, hello.
Hello, teacher. My name is Lily. I'm 11 years old. I'm studying at school Smart English Kenya.
And my name is Rain, and I'm gonna be your speaking examiner for today. Alright, so let's have the speaking test for flyers. In part one, here you can see there are two pictures, and my pictures look nearly the same as yours. However, some things are different. Okay, for example, in my picture, there are two birds next to the clock, but in your picture, there's only one bird. And now I'm going to say something about my picture, and you have to tell me how is your picture different. Okay? Alright. So in my picture, the man talking to the old woman is wearing a blue uniform.
In my picture, the man is the man wear gray uniform.
Okay? And in my picture, the old man has got white mustache.
In my picture, the old man have have got long beard.
Okay, long beard. And in my picture, the girl who is waving has got curly hair.
In my picture, the girl is waving had has straight hair.
In my picture, the man buying some drinks is wearing a green hat.
But in my picture, the man is buying the ice cream wear brown hat.
And in my picture, the man who is eating banana is standing next to the suitcase.
But in my picture, the man is standing and the boy is eating the banana.
And the last one, in my picture, the time is 25 past 11.
But in my picture, the time is 10:25.
Okay, right? So the next part two, here. In part two, Mary and Tony have both been on holiday. However, I don't know anything about Mary's holiday, so I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay? Where did Mary go on holiday?
Mary went to the beach.
Who did she go with?
She went there with her grandparents.
How long did she stay there?
She stayed there for 2 weeks.
What did Mary do?
Mary Mary was swimming in a beach at the beach.
Okay. And what did she buy?
She buy a She bought a new T-shirt.
Okay. And now you don't know anything about Tony's holiday, so you are going to ask me some questions.
Where did Tony go on holiday?
He went to the mountains.
Mm, Who did he go? Who did he go with?
He went there with his parents.
How long did he stay there?
He stayed there for 1 week.
What did Tony do?
Tony went skiing.
What did he buy?
He bought a scarf. Okay, very good. And in part 3 of the speaking test, here you can see these pictures tell a story, which is called The Hungry Birds. And now you have some time to look at all these pictures and you have to tell the story. For example, a family went on holiday on the beach. Now you tell the story.
Mm, uh, Fred, Anna, and their family went to the beach to go for a picnic. Next, they they swam up in the sea. Mm, then some birds flew 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 to the mast and ate some food. Finally, they went back and saw not food in the box. In the end, go go to they went to the restaurant next to the beach and had lunch.
Okay. And now we're moving on to the last part of the speaking test, which is about some personal questions. All right, so let's talk about friends. Who's your best friend?
My best friend is Daisy.
Daisy. And how old is he?
She she is 11 years old.
And what do you do together?
Mm, I I I play badminton.
And how often do you see your friends?
I often see her um, every day.
Every day? Okay. And where do you go with your friends at the weekend?
Mm, I go I go to park with my friend at the weekend.
All right. And the last question, what food do you like to eat with your friends?
I I like mm, I like sweet and mm, I like sweet.
Only
Mm,
sweets?
I like sweet to eat with my friends.
Okay, so that's the end of speaking test. Thank you.
Thanks, teacher.
Hmm.